Colorado's lower Arkansas Valley is a region defined by its vibrant agricultural communities and hardworking producers. Known for its flavorful melons and exceptional chilies, the area is one of the most fertile and productive farming regions in the Rocky Mountain West. The Arkansas River supplies vital irrigation to the region's farmland. But drought is a persistent reminder of the unpredictability of the area's water supply. Dry years such as 2002 and 2012 plunged the vast majority of Colorado into extreme or exceptional drought, drastically impacting local food production. It's not a question of if we'll have another drought, it's simply a matter of when.
This particular trial, we've got probably 20 or 30 different varieties of peppers. And in this, what we're specifically looking at is how this shading affects the quality of the crop. One of the things we have here in Colorado at our elevation here in Rocky Ford, or anywhere in the Arkansas Valley, is we're still at a relatively high elevation. We get a real high incidence of solar radiation, and that causes some sunburning on the crop, particularly things like bell peppers. With just a little bit of shading, this particular structure shades the amount of solar radiation by about 25 to 30%. And just with that little bit of shading, we can really dramatically improve the quality of the fruit that's produced off of these crops. And so we're seeing anywhere from 30 to 40,000 pounds of marketable fruit per acre when we just have these shade structures on there.
Dr. Mike Bartolo works on the front lines of agricultural innovation, making farming more resilient in the face of diminishing natural resources. At Colorado State University's Arkansas Valley Research Center, Dr. Bartolo and his colleagues are pioneering new technologies that address the challenges of farming in an increasingly hot and dry climate.
I've always wondered, looking at farmers, why they do what they want to do. There's just tremendous amount of challenges with low commodity prices, competition for land and water. And then layered on top of that, we've got these regulatory challenges with food safety, labor, all those types of things are coming into play. So amongst these normal challenges we've had these additional things that are being stacked up to these farmers.
My name is Dominic DeSanti. I'm a fifth-generation farmer in Pueblo, Colorado. My family and I have a produce operation just outside of Pueblo. We raise produce from May to October every year. Water conservation is a huge deal. We obviously live in an arid environment with, on some years, can have very scarce water resources. And being able to conserve that water and maintain your contracts and your production levels that you have year in and year out is obviously very important. Mike's done a lot of work with subsurface irrigation that can help with that, and it's been invaluable to the Arkansas Valley.
Water may be the most tangible constraint for Colorado farmers, but labor demand creates another significant challenge for producers. Vegetable production can require upwards of 1 worker per 5 acres at peak season. Competition for labor in the area has reduced the local supply to near zero. DeSanti Farms uses the H-2A guest worker program during harvest times. Without it, meeting their labor needs would be near impossible.
Some of the new technologies that are coming on are really ways to improve our labor efficiency. So adapting things like sprinkler irrigation that we can control. Instead of going out to a field, we can do that more efficiently through a computer or through our own cell phone. And so those kind of things are going to help reduce the dependency we have on labor that's becoming harder and harder to find. So that water is being regulated 1 drop at a time, and what it does is we can deliver the water right to the base of the plant instead of wetting an entire surface area where you lose so much to evaporation. We can keep it there. For example, when we furrow irrigate, we might have to apply 4 acre feet. So that means
Mike certainly has any number of qualities, but among those is his leadership ability and a strong ability to organize and bring people together. And he's very strong about being humble and wanting to initiate others to action. But more times than not, you'll find Mike behind the scenes, making sure things are getting done, but giving other folks, farmers, ranchers, community leaders, the spotlight.
When I look back on my career, the most fulfilling and the most rewarding part of that career is being able to work with such wonderful people. They are so caring and so honest and straightforward. I don't see myself as a leader at all, and I appreciate that sentiment, but it's just basically getting people in the same room. I think we all share some common issues, and as long as we can help each other see that, you don't really need to lead people. People come in here for questions, and oftentimes they know what the answer to that. They just need somebody to talk to and really kind of strategize on how to do that. It's hard to explain how these people work together, but they're very caring about each other, and they know what's important is the land and their families, and they have that at their core beliefs. And when they have that at their core beliefs, you know, some just amazing things happen as a sense of a community.
Mike Bartolo was instrumental in creating the Colorado Fruit and Vegetable Growers Association and served as a key board member for the group. He has also provided invaluable contributions around the production of the famed Pueblo chili, both in his development of the renowned Moscow chili and his leadership within the Pueblo Chili Growers Association. Without Mike's humble leadership and scientific brilliance, Colorado's Lower Arkansas Valley would be a much different community than it is today.